Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Divine Feminine. Welcome into your reading, guys, from the 23rd of October until the next 6 to 7 days. Okay, I just did a Divine Masculine reading, and I want to do a Divine Feminine reading today itself, just because I feel that two of you, the twins, are all traveling together, so it's kind of interesting to see where individually you guys are standing in this journey as well. Though your energies are kind of, they're kind of intermingling at this point, but let's see. Okay, the Page of Pentacle in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so you could be confused about starting something new or manifesting something new right away. You're probably procrastinating your decision. The King of Wands in the reverse. You're not sure about the Divine Masculine. You're not 100% about this man in here. The Four of Swords. Whether, he's being able to stabilize himself, whether he has been able to heal, if he has come back into his self. You're not very clear about the situation. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're still, excuse me, you're still fearing the deceit. You're not forgetting the lies. The Five of Wands. Yeah, you're still battling with that energy. Divine Feminine. The Magician. You are still battling with that energy, guys. The Nine of Wands. Even though you're tired, you're not letting it go. You're tired. The Eight of Swords. You're not communicating. It's all in the head. It's all in the head. See? The Magician, yeah. You're not certain about the situation at all. The Four of Cups, yeah. Emotionally, you're feeling quite low. The Three of Cups in the reverse, yeah. You're not ready to communicate or to grow or to reunite right away. The King of Cups, because again, you're not sure about this man's emotional situation here. The Hanged Man, of what he's doing. That's why probably you have suspended yourself, even though you're feeling extremely low about the whole situation with the Four of Cups. Okay, let's go into the reading, guys, and let's see. Let's call upon a spirit guide, angel, ancestors, my divine source into this reading for the Divine Feminine of all zodiac signs in this twin flame connection. This will be again a reading for the next 6 to 7 days, and we'll see your energy. But you are you're not clear about this man as of, like, you cannot trust him. It's that what I'm getting more so is that you are fearing to trust this man. That's why you're not manifesting anything right away. You're just hanging on there. Even though you're extremely, even though you're extremely tired about this weight, you're not enjoying the situation, but then at the same time, there is a lot of conflict in yourself, Divine Feminine, that you are battling with at this point. Okay, let's see. The King of Swords in the reverse, yeah. The Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. Okay, that's your energy right here, Divine Feminine. Let's see here. The Ace of Swords. Yeah. You really want the truth, guys. I mean, this is what it is, the problem. The Three of Swords in the reverse. You want the truth about this third party situation. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. The Ten of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. And I need one more card. We'll clarify this energy here, of course. Yeah, you're not at all certain about the situation. You're right in the center of your reading as the Three of Swords in the reverse, which is a good sign that you're trying to heal from the situation, the star. Yeah, you're trying to heal from this situation, guys, but again, like I said, it's becoming a little bit the Knight of Wand. Okay. The Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wand, and the Nine of Pentacle in the reverse, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, you're not certain about the situation. Because you think that he is not yet ready for this, and you're not ready to accept him. You're kind of rejecting any kind of such approaches right away, even though he might be trying to come in again. But you're fearing that he's going to come in because of a lack of money, or he's coming in again with the deceit energy, telling you lies about his own self, right? Coming in, rushing in quickly. And that is where you are skeptical about the whole situation, the Five of Swords. You're not sure if he is at all ready at this point in time. That is where your energy is kind of showing up, Divine Feminine. Okay. Now let's move into the reading, guys, and see what's going on. But as of this moment, as of this energy, it's giving me that story that, you're skeptical, you're fearful, you are lacking trust and confidence in this man or in this journey. It's because the King of Swords in the reverse, again, if this is your energy, guys, you are not sure that this person is ready. You could be fearing again a story of manipulation here from his end, is what I'm getting. You have gone through this energy, so you're skeptical that he could be doing this again, right? That he could be using wrong logical reasoning, or he could be using manipulative reasoning that you have already seen in this man before. In order to, the Hierophant, right? But what it is that you see, the thing over here is that what you are fearing, guys, is that he's going to come to you again using wrong tactics and wrong logic or wrong rationale towards his principles or towards his wisdom, towards his dogma. You don't want to entertain that. You really don't, because for you, it is important that he speaks the truth, right? Excuse me. He speaks the truth. He tells you the truth. He gives you the whole story and nothing but the truth. So if he comes to you again with that manipulative energy, trying to hide his fear, and trying to, where he's still holding his traditions, he's still holding his belief, he's still holding his principles and dogma of his karmic situation, you perhaps you're not ready for that. You're not ready to accept somebody who gives you BS or who tries to manipulate your thinking, into believing that he has changed or he wants something better. So, it is a story where your trust, your faith, your belief is not supporting your emotions, because you have turned your back. You have turned your back. You are holding your cup, of course. You have a lot of love, you have a lot of dreams, you do have a lot of wishes that you want to fulfill, right? But at the same time, You are not extremely happy about the situation. You're wondering when all this thing will happen. You're wondering when the situation will change. When things are going to be again coming back into fruition. Where, because there is a lot of cloud behind you. Your thoughts about your love situation or about your emotion is kind of clouded, which you're trying to ignore. You are trying to believe in your destiny. You're trying to believe that things happen or things will work out towards a betterment. But then again, because you have already gone through this significant energy where this man possibly has kind of, because he didn't want to leave a commitment, he has used wrong logic, wrong emotions against you. He hasn't been truthful. He hasn't said the truth. He has been using false stories or false situations. So again, your trust is impacted. Your love and your trust, they both go hand in hand in this situation, and both of which at this point has been terribly impacted, is what I'm getting on this story in here, right? So you're not very, like I said, you're not sure of the whole situation. You are not believing in the situation. You're not being able to trust his words or his thinking. You know what I mean? Please talk to me about the King of Swords in the reverse. So it's kind of making you feel sad emotionally. The answer is no. Okay. So Spirit is saying that he's not going to do it. He's releasing that energy. That's what Spirit is telling you. That he's releasing that energy that was with him, and which is where you are probably feeling quite frustrated about the whole situation. But Spirit is saying, no, he's releasing that energy. It's getting out of his system. He's moving out. Let's look at the Hierophant. Please talk to me about the Hierophant. So you are finding it difficult, but union. Yeah, this is the shadow side of the story. He wants that union with you. He definitely wants that union with you, but there is a family situation here that he's seeing vibration and family he's trying to come out of. And then there you are, Divine Feminine. You have questions about this situation, whether he can give his free will to come back towards you and come out of that situation and unite with you in the 3D. Because, like I said, Spirit is saying, no, he's getting better. He's becoming a much better person. Okay, let's look at the Queen of Cups. Let's see what the Queen of Cups. But you have questions. You definitely have questions here. Fear. Yeah, you're scared. Your shadow side is scared about the whole situation. See? That he'll come in abandoned. Like he will come in again and he will again be scared about the whole situation, and he's again going to leave the whole situation. So you're not being able to trust. Ooh, give me a moment, guys. Give me one single moment. That's all I ask for. I'm coming back right away to you. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, so you are kind of skeptical, guys. You're not being able to trust this entire situation here at all. At all. Because you are scared that he will repeat the same thing again. That's because of this situation. Where Spirit is saying, no, that's not going to happen anymore. He's getting better. But as human beings, we are definitely, what we see is what we carry with us, right? So it is definitely a matter of you being scared in your shadow side, where you are like, again, the same situation may repeat itself. Okay. Because then we have the Ace of Sword, the Three of Sword in the reverse, and the Four of Pentacle in the reverse, right? So again, right in the center, you want the situation to be healed, you want the truth, but then somebody over here is lacking that sense of courage. Let's look at the Ace of Sword here. Please talk to me about the Ace of Sword. You see, that's what I said. Yeah, mirroring. Yeah, both of you guys want to talk. Okay, let me tell you this. Both of you guys want to talk. You'll definitely have to open up and talk. Otherwise, the situation is never going to rectify by itself. Because both of you guys are mirroring the same thing. If you look into the Divine Masculine's reading, you will know what I'm saying here. And when I'm looking at your reading here, you are doing exactly the same thing. He's trying to tell you the truth, but your problem is Divine Feminine. And it's not your problem. It's because of what has happened in your life with this man that you're finding it difficult to believe. And I don't blame you. But it's like both of you guys want to hear the truth. You want to tell the truth in order to heal the situation. But, because there is so much of fear in you, Divine Feminine. See, bound. But y'all are not opening up. Y'all are not saying. Y'all are keeping things completely closed. Let's look at the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is a situation, fifth dimension. There is a lot of healing that is, of course, happening behind the curtains in the 5D. Okay, let me tell you that. A lot of things, I think in the last reading too, see big dreams. There's a lot of things, a lot of plans. You're probably not being able to see it. I'm not being able to see it, but Spirit is saying or showing us that you might not see it, but, a lot of things are moving in the 5D. And I think I said that in my earlier reading, that when things move in the 5D, that's when it comes down into the 3D. It takes a while. It's not something that happens overnight, right? So a lot of things are happening in the 5D with regards to both you guys trying to heal from that situation. So I think what Spirit is trying to say here is that you'll both need time. Both need time. Please talk to me about the fifth dimension, that both of you all need time in order to rectify this whole situation. Yeah, victim. Because both of you guys have gone through the same situation, where you are like the Divine Feminine, and you need to refocus from that mentality. The Divine Masculine needs to refocus because he had that victim mentality, and you have also played somewhere, maybe there is a victim card that has been played where both you guys have to move out of that situation and see the truth for yourself clearly. That you all don't need to sit in that situation anymore and feel victimized about whatever has happened or has gone wrong before. You need to refocus and rework on this thought process in here. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, because this is where clearly nobody is talking, nobody is saying anything. That victim mentality is still hanging on in shadow work. Yeah, you need to get into your doing a lot of shadow work. You have to go take a step back, right? You have to think about it in a different way now. That's what they are saying to you, Divine Feminine, right? Because there is some kind of an offer that you perhaps have to work on. Please talk to me about the shadow work here. Yeah, new direction. Yeah, because only when, and it's not just you, it's both of you. Only when you can, both of you, right, stop playing the victim card, get out of that victim mentality, because, see the inner child issue. Somewhere somewhere the twins, and this is a twin flame. So whatever you are doing, he is mirroring. Whatever he is doing, you're mirroring. There is a mirror effect. Let me tell you that, right? So both you guys are doing exactly the same thing. And that is where, Spirit is saying, this is not going to work for you. You'll need to heal this situation. And this is the 5D, where things are moving. Things are moving. So you have to move yourself from that 3D victim mentality that you guys are getting stuck in, and see the truth for yourself now. Get the clarity, see the truth, or speak the truth, or do whatever you have to do. But you have to stop playing the victim card, because it's not just him. He is victim feeling or playing the victim card for a different reason. But you are also playing the victim card because somewhere and I'm not, like I said, I'm not blaming you. None of you are to be blamed. But at the end of the day, this story needs to come to an end. Right? This story needs to come to an end. And you all both have to get out of this story, because, again, this lack of, this victim mentality, you need to really work, both you guys. You'll need to work on this very seriously at this point and look ahead towards a new direction in your life. Think positive. That's what they're saying here. Think positive, think different. Don't go back into what has happened 2 years back. Yes, it is very difficult. Let me tell you that. It's not easy. Okay, as much as I would love to say, and the Spirit is saying that, no, please look away from this situation. It is not easy. But what I'm trying to say, that it might take you a while to come out of this situation, because y'all are both somewhere, y'all have that inner child issue. Like, you're feeling threatened, he's feeling threatened, right? And somewhere y'all are both going back deep into your roots, and y'all are feeling victimized. So you have to come out of that situation. Think positive and look ahead. Look ahead towards a new direction in your life, guys. That's what the message over here is. Or else this situation is not going to change. Not going to change. Because then you have the 10 of Swords, because it's a very painful situation, guys, that needs to end. Excuse me. That needs to end. There has to be a closure. Because only when this thing closes, it could be very hurtful, very painful, a situation that this victim thing has to close. But only when it closes, then you can move towards your future. That's when your expansion will start to happen. Right? Let's look at the 10 of Swords. Because this victim mentality is not an easy thing to kill for both the twins. For the twins, right? But at the same, free will. Yeah, you have to let yourself out of this situation, guys. You have to tell yourself that you're not willing to stay any longer in this painful situation, because you have already hit the rock bottom. There is no 11th sword in the tarot deck. The 10 of Swords is the ultimate painful ending, surrender, call it anything, that needs to happen in order for you guys to come out of that situation with a fresh free will and a fresh start to the whole story that will automatically give birth to a new dream project, right? But this is where, there's a metamorphosis. This is where the transition needs to happen, because only when that transition happens, that's when the twins can move. That's when you can move towards your hope, faith, and purpose in your life. That expansion will begin. Let's look at the 3 of Pentacles. Otherwise, it will be like sitting in that state of victim mentality and not doing anything. Grief. This is where things need to... The reason it's not expanding, or the reason this connection is not moving, is because none of y'all are letting that grief out of yourself and giving yourself the free will to accept one another and forgive and forget the past. That's all I can say here. And I know. See, this is the message. This is the message here. Right? If you don't let yourself out of that situation, guys, and this is for both the twins. This is for the twins, not for one person. This expansion towards your hope, your faith, your destiny, your purpose will not work, will not happen. Let's look at the star card. There is a rejuvenation, there is a healing. See, the twin flame. Yeah, that's what I said, that it is a twin flame. This is something, there has been a lot of pain, there has been a lot of hurt. We all agree, we all know, we all see that. There has been a painful separation, but now it's time for the twins to come back together and start a new future, right? And start building a new hope, a new faith, a new purpose in your life. But for that, the expansion needs to happen. And expansion can happen is only when you, the twins, can forgive and forget the past and let the future come into action to heal the situation, right? But you have to give the chance. You have to give the chance, guys, Divine Feminine, or else the situation is going to be very, very stagnated all the time. And then don't blame each other. It's not a blame game. Oh, you did that, that's why I did this. Oh, you did that, that's why I have, you talk to me like that, that's why I'm speaking to you like this. It's not a blame game, guys, right? We are mature adults. I'm not saying you have to forgive and forget everything. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is that somewhere you need to calm down. You need to calm down, because somewhere you need to understand that everything has a reason why it's happened. The 10 of Cups in the reverse and the 4 of Cups. You're feeling this lack of commitment. You're feeling very unhappy, Divine Feminine, with regards to this lack of commitment. You want this commitment. The Ace of Cups, but you still haven't got it, and you're feeling extremely unhappy about the whole situation. But the twin flame journey will start if you allow it to happen. If you allow this journey to start, and if you can think differently, yes, 100%, it will happen. And you'll be surprised at the way things will move then for you. But you have to clear yourself, and so does the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. You guys have to clear yourself. Let things go, let things go, let things go. See, the Ace of Cups, you're waiting, you're very sad that this whole situation, is taking so long, because you have developed a spiritual insight into the whole situation. You know how much this journey matters to you, how much you love this man and how much he loves you. But yet, because of all this chaos, there has been a lack of commitment in here, right? The 3 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. You're waiting for things to improve. Definitely. You probably know about the situation. Where finances could be a problem. And maybe you know that he's waiting to improve that financial situation to come to you. Right? Or he is waiting to relieve himself from the karmic situation, which he has not been able to do so far, in order to come to you. Or he is waiting to rectify the problems that he had lied to you about. And there is a divine timing at work. Yeah, there's a divine timing at work, right? He's holding that one single wand, right? To start fresh. To start fresh from all that chaos that has happened in the situation because he could not tell you the truth. The Five of Swords. Yeah. And this is where he's probably fearing rejection, or this is where he knows that he did not have any victory. It was a hollow victory. You know? It was a hollow victory here. Which you perhaps you know too. You know, you also know the whole story, Divine Feminine, about what has happened in here, right? So, the Three of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. And the Six of Pentacles. So, you know, you want to leave the old situation behind, guys, and move towards balancing back the whole situation in your life in this journey, for sure. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. But the thing is, he doesn't know if he can follow his heart desire, because he could be having financial issue. The Nine of Swords. So this is where you are worried, he is worried, because of the situation here. But Spirit is saying, let the situation calm down. Okay? Don't be upset. Don't be upset. You could be very upset about the whole situation, Divine Feminine, that he, you know, and you're angry that he told you a lot of lies about his financial situation, or that he has not been able to separate himself from a karmic connection. Right? You could be very upset about it. So, you know, and therefore, this equal balance or give and take of sentiment or love or growth or communication, there is a block. There is a block in this because of this situation, right? Because of this situation here. So you will have to, you know, it's a learning lesson too for you, Divine Feminine, that you have learned from this journey, right? And that's where Spirit is saying that whatever you have learned, you know, you're fearful, you're skeptical, you're fearful. But at the same time, you need to forgive this and move, because there is a new start that's waiting to happen, where there is a healing process that will begin once you guys can forgive each other and move towards a new direction of this journey. It's a fresh new start, a fresh new direction and expansion that will happen as soon as this understanding can seep in. Because, you know, it's a learning lesson with the Five of Swords. You have learned, Divine Feminine, what has happened. This is not something new you are learning today. You have already understood, you have already learned about the whole situation, but it's time to move out of that learning, because somewhere the learning lessons are over for you too. You had to learn what you had to learn. You have gathered yourself, you have understood yourself. It's time to move forward, fast forward, action, right? The Nine of Swords and the separation, because this is like, again, it's haunting you. How could he have done this? Why did he do this? And what was the reason behind? Why did he behave like that? It's painful. I agree. I'm not even for a moment did I ever say that you guys have not gone through. I have always supported you. I have always told you there has been a lot of pain. But now what I'm getting, or the message that is coming forward because of the 5D situation, is please, if you can work on yourself, guys, Divine Feminine, and the twins, not just you. The Page of Cups and the regret. Look, the shadow side. that, he's regretting why he didn't offer you his apology or show you his gratitude when it was the right time. There is a lot of regret about the situation from his end too, right? The Seven of Wands in the reverse and patience, but here it is, they are saying it's all going to be okay. It's taking a little bit of a time because everything is moving at a slow speed because it's all happening in the 5D. But things, he will stand up for the truth. He will come to you. He will face you. But it's taking him a while because he's also kind of balancing his own situation, right? The King of Pentacles and the Winter, because there is a lot of monetary problem in his life. It's the money issue. That is where he is being stopped. It's the money issue in the 3D that he's not being able to get out of, right? Temperance in the reverse and reinvention. And this is where Spirit is saying he needs time to heal by himself and come out of that old situation where he is having monetary problems. The World in the reverse and the barrier, because this is an unfinished business. The chapter is not yet closed in the 3D. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and release. But what is happening is, whatever he did before, with his karmic situation or with his family, that he is connected in a karmic manner, a karmic way, he's letting that go. He is not wasting his time anymore on that situation. The Queen of Wands in the reverse and the guide, because he is being guided to come out of that situation where somebody is being very, very nasty with him. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is the karmic over here. And the spirit guide is telling him to come out of that situation because somebody is being very nasty, where the Hermit and the fresh start is showing up, where he is now contemplating on this new beginning with the Magician and the recognition, because this is what he now wants to manifest, right? Reason being the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and compromise, because he knows that whatever he had built with his karmic situation or the family has been compromised or will be compromised. The Hanged Man and self-worth, because he is now looking and working towards his own self-worth. Right? So these energies are in the pipeline. They are not here. But 5D is giving you the chance to the twins right now to get ready for this energy. But you can get ready for this energy is only when you're able to manage this energy now. As difficult as it might sound, but this is the time that both you guys, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, will have to manage your own self first. You'll both need to heal. You'll both need the time. This is the time, because these energies are in the pipeline. They are not here right now. They will all be coming, but this will happen is only when the twin flame journey starts to heal in the 3D, and you guys can come together and heal one another. Do you follow what I'm saying? That's when these energies will start to pick up in motion. So for that to happen, you need the time to heal yourself individually as well. From all the horror stories, from all the deceit, from all the lies, from all the deception, from all the chaos. From all the chaos, let it go. Because this is a beautiful journey, believe you me. That's why I'm doing the readings for so long. This is a beautiful journey. Don't let it go. If you think, not because I'm advising you, if you think that you cannot hold on, that's completely your story. You have the right, you have the free will to take your call. Whether you want this or whether you want to surrender the pain and move forward in the story. It's completely both your guys, both the twins' free will here. Right? So the decision now, what the universe is doing, let me tell you in one word, is giving you a chance to play with these energies and come to a decision. Once the decision is made, right, then you cannot go back. Because then you have to only move forward. You'll be in the chariot moving forward. But right now is that time where you and the divine masculine, y'all are being given that time to work on yourself, to reevaluate yourself, to rethink on yourself, and then see if you guys are ready to surrender the pain and move forward. Right? So this is the time. So take these energies, understand the message, and then work with this. And then we'll do another reading a couple of days later, and we'll see where we stand with these energies. Okay? So enjoy the reading, guys, until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz. And Namaste.